Battle of Mississippi, the Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some aren't thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will be first on the attack. The Golden Egg made its home in Stark Vegas after the Bulldogs pulled out a close one the last time they met.
Well, Mississippi State is generally regarded as the blue-collar school in state, and they won that game last year in blue-collar fashion. Physical, and they beat Ole Miss down, David.
And found a way to win the game late. Exactly right. That's exactly what I was thinking when I think of Mississippi State. Blue-collar, hard-working.
There we go! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Bradley. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sowell. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't really have the words to describe this eloquently. I just know that he's going the wrong way.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
With the catch, it's Glover. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Chrome and Hope. Got it in the middle, it's Evans. Nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
Caught in the backfield, it's Reese. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he drops to throw. On target to the left. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Paul, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Looking deep. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Let's go. Right. Go. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Got it behind the line. It's Davidson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sauer. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football.
Yeah, they do not like each other, there's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, more like a rugby ball, so everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Grab near the marker, it's Glover. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Back to pass. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open. It's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Pulls it in, it's Glover. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Fires left. Got his man downfield. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
To the air on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the toss. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Wilson. caught. Close to the marker, it's Hope. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And the Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking for a big play. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now they'll run it on the toss. Sweet cut there. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
How about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. Just don't see much of it anymore.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. Grab near the sticks, it's Hope. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Just a short pass to the tight end. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
Just about ready to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Pulls it in, it's Sowell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The run to the right. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Man, it's been... surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Williams. And he's knocked down.
Hey, quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory...
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Croman Hope. With the catch, it's Glover.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver's able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone, they'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They've got a fever, and what they want is more cowbell, and they are getting it as the Bulldogs stretch the lead.
Hail State, explosive plays all over the field, David. They are running away with this thing.
And I guarantee you all the Ole Miss fans are saying, get those cowbells out of my face, because they are excited and they've got something to cheer about.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pressure coming. Complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Give to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Grabs it in the middle. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's good. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Hold it.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. pushes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
A big third down coming in. Hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
Shoots it to the left. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. Good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
There he goes. Oh, what a cut. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Simmons. Here's a hit. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Now from inside the red zone. He caught it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Rebels in the hurry up. They'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. The give as they work on that clock. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Simmons. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for 2. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our 2-point play ready, and we roll with it.
Not much of a choice here. Down by a score late, they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Evans. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Mississippi State.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Wilson. Here's the pressure. The Bulldogs had their day as they take down the Rebels and pirate that Egg Bowl trophy and take it right back to Stark Vegas. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.